Hi, listeners! Welcome to Contemplating Parenthood. The aim of this channel is to educate people of the different feelings and experiences parents go through so they could look thoughtfully at what parenthood really looks like. And here is our story for today. I didn't necessarily feel ready or want to have kids, but I was already 35. My husband really wanted kids and we were in good financial shape, so we started trying. Becoming aware of my infertility made me crave having kids even more. We had to do 3 rounds of IVF and a frozen embryo transfer to get pregnant with my first at 38. Looking back, I now fantasize about quitting after the first round of failed IVF. When I was talking to friends about trying to have kids and they asked me why I wanted kids, I told them it's sort of the point of living. I've spent my life acquiring or tried to acquire wealth, knowledge, and wisdom. What was the point of all of it if I didn't have anyone to pass it on to? I pictured my life in my 50s and beyond, and it seemed like it would be empty without children. I thought whatever struggle came with motherhood would be worth it. I didn't know it would be this hard until I became a mother, though. I had been acquainted with a couple of women in their 50s who are childless, and to me, their life seemed sad and empty. One of them seemed very bitter and is unkind towards younger women. This woman likes to boast about her successful career, nice house, and comfortable life, but I thought she was just compensating. She was also single. Now I kind of envy her. I feel like I would have been happy to end up like her, given how difficult motherhood has been for me so far. I could have just accepted my infertility had I known the difficulties of motherhood. I think I was just really naive and failed to think it over. I didn't have much exposure to what it was like to be a mom and only heard how rewarding it is. I also didn't know myself and what I wanted well enough. I've talked to my husband briefly about these feelings, and he does not feel regret at all. He's been supportive of us all and has sacrificed his own time, but he still has his full time job, which is a life outside of the house or baby. And maybe that helps. My life pretty much did a 180-degree turn. I went from having a flexible job I enjoyed with tons of freedom to being a domestic servant. Either way, I'm glad my husband is happy with our decision at least. It makes me feel better. So, yeah, we do have a baby now after IVF, and I regret having her every single day. And here are the top 3 most reacted comments of this story. Commenter number 1 said, "It is sad that just because someone is financially stable, they think that parenting will be easier. They think that just because they can pay someone to raise their children, it will be easier. No, it won't. There are just fears that overtake you when you are a parent. An example, it's your child's first day at the daycare. You can't help but imagine them needing you or not being able to get the help they need. Teachers not appreciating their funny quirks or personality. Other kids playing roughly with your child. I could go on. If you stay with your child the whole day, you find yourself trying to shield your child from any harm. Your child not being able to have fun because you're trying to protect him or her, while you completely forget about yourself. There's no amount of wealth that can protect you from these thoughts. it is draining. When we say parenting is hard, this is what we mean. I have one. I can't imagine feeling like this for one more child. I'm sorry, I understand you. Commenter number 2 said, the media and everyone follows it needs to stop telling every woman that motherhood is rewarding and blissful. People need to know that it isn't that way for everyone and that you should only have a child if you really truly want one. Not because it's the next logical step or your life will be empty otherwise. I'll be 40 next year and I almost fell into the same exact trap. Or at least that's how I perceived it. But I really thought about it and realized that I have and have never had any inkling at all to have children. And I never will. Maybe I have a normal imbalance, and maybe humans aren't really supposed to be like me. But that's who I am. I don't have children. I love my nieces and nephews so much, but I don't want children. Ever. People need to start being honest with themselves, and the media needs to quit lying to everyone. Commenter number 3 said, I am 50, will be 51 in 2 months, and have absolutely no regrets not having children. I am not lonely or bored, knew in my mid to late 20s that I had no desire to have children. My husband doesn't have children either, and we are living our best lives. We can come and go as we please and travel when we want. We're very happy with our lives and don't regret anything. Just because people don't have children, that doesn't make them less of people or a woman. I don't knock those who have children, but for some reason, they damn sure find a way to knock us childless folks. But carry on because I'm definitely enjoying my life. If we want kids around, we get our nieces and nephews and then send them home.